Alright, so for this week's make and take, we are making the no clatter for your pots and pans. And this is what the wicked big one looks like. So it's going to be a very simple, easy one. The one I'm actually going to make is going to be the two that you can make. So what we are going to do is you are going to cut out what you need. It's going to be this one. Okay, so it's gonna have, you're gonna have two different ones. You're gonna have your main and your accent. And then you're also going to have your cotton batting, which you're going to cut what it says to in your pattern. Now, with this particular one, everything you need is actually in your kit. It's going to come with a paper pattern with it. So now what we are going to do is we are going to take this over and use our iron, and we're going to fold it in half. You want the fold towards you as you are ironing. All right, and then what you are going to do is you're going to fold it again, just like that. Okay, take it back to your iron and fold it again. And then you are going to take whatever preferred method you want. You can use a marker, one of the dissolvable markers, whichever one you prefer. I like using the friction pens, the erasable marker, the erasable pens, to do that. Then you are going to measure what it says in the pattern down so you can make your little drawing on it. So that's what we're going to do here first. And you're going to mark right there. Okay, and then okay. Now what you could do, instead of using the same color like I am doing, you could actually do it in a different color so you know what you're looking for. That way you're not sitting here trying to figure out exactly where you, what marks you want to follow. All right, so now that is done. Okay, now we are going to use your pinking shears or your plinking blade, depending on what you're comfortable with using. You're going to leave it folded, and we're going to cut, or not, you can either cut or use your pinking blade to get rid of all the edges. And what I mean by that is that you are going to do it from here to this corner, there, and here, and right here. And I'm not exactly on the line when I'm doing this. I'm a little bit away from it, just so that way when I do start to cut, I can see exactly where my line's at. Okay. What you can do then is you can unfold it. Now in the directions it says that you could do this to the other one, your accent piece. I don't do it. I'm going to show you what I do instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. Then I'm going to take it and iron out all my creases. Alright, and I do basting spray on this one, but what I end up doing is I end up taking the cotton batting that's going to go in between. Now you don't have to use cotton batting because it's not going to ever go in the oven. You can use any type of batting, but we recommend cotton batting. Okay, I'm gonna line up my square, and then I'm going to baste stitch, or I'm going to baste glue my box, okay, or my square. I don't know why I said box, my square. So there's that one. Then I'm gonna do the same thing. This is how I do it. Like I said, you can cut out your pieces beforehand if you want. I just do the main piece. That way, when I'm setting all this together, it's only one that is done. Okay? So, do it this way, and then I still baste spray the top, and then what I'm going to do is I will take my ruler and I will go, and it says to go down 1/2 inch and mark it around. You will also be using a circle or something with a 4-inch diameter. Okay. And we're just going to go around this whole thing. Half an inch all the way around the whole thing. Okay. And just keep going all the way around. Okay. So we'll do that and then we'll come right back. All right, so once you got all your markings all the way around, as you can see I did, you will also take your little silker ruler or something with a 4-inch diameter. And what you are going to do is you're going to find the middle. If you can still see where your creases were, you can literally set this on there. And then you are going to draw a circle on this. Now, what you're going to do is you will do the circle, and then you're going to stitch down all the edges. So we'll do that. Then so once this is done, I have to read through my machine. Okay. And now what we will do the circle. Make sure that string is out of the way. Okay. Alright, and now we are going to start going around. Stitch at the end, clean up your stitches, and now what you can do is you can go back with your pinking shear or your pinking blade and cut the remainder off. Really, it all depends on how you want to do it. If you do use the pinking blade, go slow. That way you don't go at an angle and accidentally cut too much. Okay. You want to give yourself between 3/8 of a seam and a 1/4 inch seam, or even bigger. And then if you did use a heat erase pen, then you just take it back to the iron and your markings will be gone. And I will show you that in just a second. Almost done. So there's that, and then we'll just take this over and iron really quick. And ta-da, it is done. You have another one for your pans to stick in there. Alright, so that was it for this week's Make and Take, simple and easy. Like I said, each kit can either do one wicked big or 2 bigs. Alright, so that's it for this week. Hope everyone has a great week. We can't wait to see you guys in the shop. Remember, you can either order online or come down in the store. Alright, we'll see you later. Bye!